Hello and welcome to Star Wars Culture Live, episode 58, which is kind of crazy. I say that every time, but I am Ian and this is Marty. And as always, this is where the fun begins. Instead of the toxicity and negativity you often find on the Star Wars side of the internet, we are here to just be excited about stuff, be positive. There's a lot of cool stuff coming out now. So if you are like-minded and you want to hang out with us for as we talk little Star Wars news and fan films for a little bit, hang out. Let us know where you're watching from. Let us know if you have any thoughts or what you're excited about in the comments. We try and throw them up on the screen when we can. And we want to bring some positivity to the Star Wars HoloNet. It's gonna be great. Yeah, the Maul the Maul Shadow Lord stuff is gonna be great. Also, this podcast is gonna be great. This episode, yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. We wanna spread some positivity around here. So we like to start with a little segment called "What You Up To." So Marty, what you been up to?
Well, most of this past week, I've just been, kind of brushing up on basically some of these fan films that we'll be talking about here lately, about who created them, what the story's about, and kind of like what basically what it took to make some of these fan films. It's very exciting to learn some of it, but I've also kind of started watching another kind of series that starts with Star, and it's I'm not going to say it because this is a Star Wars show, but I'm just going to say
it. If it's Star Trek, Strange New Worlds, then I'm so excited for you.
Not yet. I just started Discovery.
Okay, fair. I only saw the first episode of Discovery. I liked it. I just never kept going with it.
It's good. It's good. It does get a little better, and it'll soon cross over with Strange New Worlds, because that's kind of Strange New Worlds is kind of a spin-off. So I was like, I'll start Discovering Strange New Worlds.
I did not know that. All right, so that's what Marty's been up to. What have I been up to? I just got back right before last week's episode. I just got back from my work trip, so I've been kind of like in and out of work. We had some days off right after the trip, but nice. Lord Blood Sith, love The Next Generation.
Watching that too.
That's classic stuff there too. I just the how much I love what's it called? God, what was it? Oh, Strange New Worlds. The way that it captures me. Every episode captures me, and then the overall character plot arcs catch me. It's so intriguing. It's just so anyway, I've been in and out of work. We had some days off and trying to get back in the swing of things here with 4 kids, and it's just minute by minute, it's just chaos. So doing some Star Wars stuff, doing some not really making many videos right now. I do like a TikTok cycle thing, and I'll start up again in April. Been watching some Marvel stuff to catch up while I can for before Daredevil stuff, because I need to catch up for Daredevil, because my brother's wedding is coming up, and he is a huge Daredevil fan, and I cannot show up to his bachelor party without being up to date on on Daredevil stuff. But also that Spider-Man trailer just dropped. Oh my god.
Oh yeah.
Incredible. But anyway, on to Star Wars stuff. Before we get I highly recommend what is it? Industrial Light and Magic, The First 50 Years. Is that a documentary?
Yeah, I think so.
Cool.
It's on my list.
Nice. Yeah, I do like those documentaries. We as a family, we watched the documentary on the making of Frozen 2, and it was really cool to see those people in there. In their element. All right. So let's jump into some HoloNet news here. We get our HoloNet news from Star Wars Underworld Instagram page. On the if you're watching on widescreen, you can kind of see it there. If you're watching on vertical, it's really, really small. But they're basically Instagram posts. But if there's Star Wars news, it is going to be up on Star Wars Underworld the SWU. It's going to be on their Instagram page. Rumor, according to Odeon Cinemas. Odeon Cinemas? Mandalorian and Grogu will have a runtime of 2 hours and 20 minutes. Yeah, it's a little bit on the longer side, not too crazy. No. Don't mind that. Oh, it's a book, he says. The first book. All right. I can read a little. I'll get there.
That docket.
Yeah. Pedro Pascal at the Oscars. That's right. The Oscars were a few days ago. Sigourney Weaver on the Oscars red carpet. Star Wars Starfighter star Mia Goth. Leonardo DiCaprio has stolen Pedro Pascal's mustache at the Oscars. Interesting. Way to make that photo somehow about Star Wars.
Right.
Grogu sitting next to Kate Hudson. That was a funny moment. Mandalorian and Grogu, Sigourney Weaver, and Pedro Pascal on stage at the Oscars. And Grogu watched from, like we said, Grogu watched from the audience. Conan realized Grogu can't clap, and that was a funny moment. A new official poster for Maul Shadow Lord has arrived. Good stuff.
I love it.
Also, a new trailer for Maul Shadow Lord came out. We'll talk about that in a sec. But there was a particular shot that they posted about that was just so dark, so threatening. This post says Maul Shadow Lord might be the best looking Star Wars animated show to date, and that's saying something. There's just the details just get better and better every single time they release an animated show. It just cannot be stopped. 20 days away. That was yesterday. So 19 days. We are within 3 weeks of Maul Shadow Lord. So that it's getting it might be time to like rewatch some of those, the end of Clone Wars, some of those Mandalore crossover episodes, episode 3 crossovers.
I kind of need to also read up on the Shadow of Maul comic, because some of that will kind of probably explain a little bit what's going on as well.
You'll have some insider info, I bet, for sure. Yeah. Also, I'll watch that end credit scene where he's talking to Kira from Solo.
Yeah.
Or I'll just watch all of Solo because Sabak. Yeah, that Spider-Man trailer, like we were talking about, the actor who plays Ezra Bridger, is it the same actor? Or is it just it is the same actor. Yeah. Is playing the guy. You know what? I don't want to get too spoilery here for Marvel people, but anyway, he's in there and it's interesting. There was no big post about the Maul trailer on here, but yeah, let's talk about there was a new Maul trailer. Let me go ahead and pull it up here. Have you seen it, the latest Maul trailer?
Yeah. I did. I liked it a whole lot better than the first trailer they dropped. I'm surprised they didn't even drop a teaser trailer for the trailer like they did the last one. Right. It came out of the blue to me. I was like, okay, this is odd. I'll watch it, but
yeah, it's see what I'll get this going on here. Yeah, it seemed not out of nowhere exactly, but a little bit out of nowhere, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, like they said, we see a lot of the same, like him creeping in darkness, and then those, whatever you call those stormtroopers with that armor, that particular armor, like the really early stormtrooper armor.
I think they're just the TK armors, is what they call them.
Oh, is it? Is that just what the TK armors look like?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because it's like before they get their official armor, it's like transitional TK armor.
Oh, okay, I see. The transitional. Yeah, gotcha. Yeah, we see some pikes. We see some new species, it looks like. We see some, obviously, some hallway scenes. April 6th. Yeah. And then we see some other Dathomir male types. We saw them teased in the people who read comics probably already know who they are, but we also saw him teased in those Funko Pops. Like, it looked like different versions of Maul, but then it's like, wait a second, that's not Maul. So you see Minigun Maul That's what I'm gonna call them. I'm gonna call them all different versions of Maul. We got Minigun Maul. We got other Maul. Interesting. We got Maul Rook.
Yeah.
Just kidding. That was stupid. Don't listen to that. We'll edit that out. Yeah, go ahead.
I love how there seems like there should be a lot of lightsaber battles here, or lightsaber action in general, and it's gonna be freaking brutal, man. Like he just took down that walker.
Yeah.
And all I can say is I'm not sure who's gonna have the better hallway, death scenes. Either Maul or Vader now, slaughtering all these things.
Right. Like the action in general, maybe they're just putting all of the action scenes in the trailers, but there just seems to be so much action, so many blasters, so much lightsaber fighting, miniguns, all that. Like so many, they've just given us glances at so many different conflicts already that, oh, he met Ray Park. Nice. That's awesome.
Nice.
Yes, that the action between Ray Park and Ewan McGregor was incredible. That scene.
It was. I'm thinking this show right here, I feel like as much like I'm gonna call it gangster as is, like kind of those classic noir gangster films a little bit, like with the detective that's following him, but you got all these gangster stuff going on. I feel like as bright as it is, I might want to, after watching it completely, go back and try to watch it desaturized, like black and white, and see how cool that'll be.
Oh, like
signs come down, like all that shadow. Cool. Yeah.
That fire around the logo with the embers like brushing up right at the end there was just like, I have not seen anything like that in animation before. The fire before was like animated fire, it's fire, but it's animated. Here it just looks so crazy.
And that transition that he stabbed the droid through the chest in the wall, and then it transitions to the rest of the blade with the
with the logo, yeah. Oh my god, yeah. They're bringing it
with this trailer.
Yeah. All right, so obviously we're still excited for that. 19 days to go. Get caught up on whatever you need to get caught up on. I might just start the last half of the season of the last season of Clone Wars. I thought my kid, my youngest, my 1-year-old, liked to watch it, but he watches Mandalorian with me. But for some reason, the animated ones don't do it for him. Definitely not the 3-year-old.
All the way through.
What'd you say?
Are you starting with season 1 all the way through?
I did for myself, and then I just started, like when I got to season 3, season 2 and season 3, I started just setting him up and seeing if he would sit there with me. And he sat there with me for several full episodes, like usually just one at a time, but he will sit there and watch an episode with me. And that's saying something, because he like points and cries when he doesn't like what's on there. So he has opinions now. All right, let's get into some of these fan films. So this is a disclaimer. This is the Marty section of the episode, because I have not seen like any fan film. So I will do my best to contribute, but I am going to just take notes here on my little pad, and Marty is going to teach us all about these fan films. So,
taking notes.
Oh my God, look at all those notes. So you just give him your full attention. Be nice. You be nice. Yeah, teach us about fan films, Marty.
All right. I'm gonna start. Like my top 5. I got more than 5 on said paper document. I'm gonna start with the 5, and if we get time to it, I'll do some of the extra. But the top 5 that I chose, I'm gonna start with number 5, and it's titled Jakku: The First Wave. And this story it's kind of a 3-minute short film. It's written and directed by a man named Benjamin Eck. And the armor, it's about 3. Before I talk about the armor, it's about 3 stormtroopers who are getting ready to be the part of the first wave of the Battle of Jakku. and they're kind of discussing why they joined the Empire in the first place and things like that. They all had different reasons, kind of bonding before the side doors of the AT-AT open and exposes the whole battle.
Wow.
So,
okay.
Yeah. And the armor that the stormtroopers are wearing, and they're not even wearing the helmet, so it kind of gets more into the field when you see their faces while they're talking about how things are. The armor, though, is provided by 501st members, and their names are, their names are Taylor Fiore and Rudy Contreras.
Rudy Contreras. Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Thank you, 501st. Hell yeah. I'm wearing a Revolution shirt right now, but that's okay.
That's okay. And I kind of chose this one because it was shot pretty well. It's kind of dark, and I really felt for these guys before they entered battle. Like some of these guys, like the first guy that speaks, what kind of tells the story, is kind of like a newbie somewhat, even though it's kind of like the Battle of Jakku. It's kind of like still kind of new to the Empire army, and I don't know, just the way it was told, it was personal, short, and I like it. I reckon it's one of these top five ones I really recommend.
Okay. Noted. Jakku First Wave.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a pretty easy search on YouTube. Found that pretty quick. So is that your number one, or are these in no order?
This is 5 to 1, so this was number 5.
5 to 1, so this was number 5. Nice. Okay.
Yeah. To which I'll also be putting out a short here shortly, kind of going through all these as well. Nice. My top 5. Number 4 is titled TIE Fighter Short Film. It's an animated short film by Paul Johnson, who animated everything himself, colored and everything. It's kind of got that 80s anime style. It's all action with a kick-ass metal back music to go with it.
Hell yeah.
And
is it this one?
Yes.
Nice. Okay.
And it's part of his Oda King Animations YouTube channel, and this one's basically just a dogfight, between the Empire and Rebels. It starts off kind of short, a little slow, not too slow, but where it's just
the kind of thing that you would expect to see in Star Wars Visions.
Right. It's kind of like if Star Wars Squadrons and anime had a child together in a way.
Love it. I will raise this child.
It's like Red Alert. Everyone's jumping into their spacecraft. It's all on the Empire side too, so you only see the TIE fighters. Obviously, that's why it's called TIE Fighter. But as soon as they take off, the metal music starts, and it's just everyone. All the TIE fighters just kicking ass and shooting at everything they can. It's kind of like an asteroid field. But this guy has been drawing and animating for 4 years worth of weekends to do this.
4 years of weekends.
Yeah.
He's a hero. Like that to me sounds like he has like a real person job, and then on the weekends he's like, I will devote these to my passion.
Right. And this came out in 2016, if I'm not mistaken. So it's been about 10 years now. But the music is by Zach Rahman, and sound design by up-and-coming audio technician Joseph Leyva, Leyva. But yeah, this kind of made the top 5 just because it is so cool, and you don't get a whole lot of good animated Star Wars fan films. I'm gonna say that. That's not AI generated crap.
Right.
And so I reckon another one I recommend, especially it's only like 5 minutes, no, 8 minutes I think exact of just nonstop, just battles. It's really cool.
Nice.
There's no talking or anything, so you don't have to worry about trying to listen for anything. You can listen to it without the music, or watch it without the music too if you want. But I'm gonna go ahead and jump to number 3. So this is my number 3, and this is titled "Echoes of Darkness."
I have heard of this one actually. Echoes.
It actually came out last year too. It's from.
Yes.
It runs about 32 minutes. It's written, directed, and produced by Gary Solian from the YouTube channel called Sneaky Zebra.
I don't know what I expected you to say, but it wasn't that.
I know. They're formerly UK based. Now they are based in LA. And this whole 35-minute film was about a budget of $13,000.
Wow. Okay.
So it's not that much in terms of, like an actual movie or anything, but for a fan film, that's still kind of on the low side, but good enough to where they worked with what they had, and it's really good. To be honest, I wasn't expecting it to be good when I saw it. And
no, I mean, like, you can clearly tell it's fan made with the lighting, and I think I can tell it's kind of fan made with the lighting and graphics and stuff. But the graphics right there, you could definitely tell it's kind of fan made. But the film, the way it was shot, there are some scenes that made it look like it could belong in a Star Wars film. But okay, so this story is set almost 30 years after Return of the Jedi, so a sequel era fan film. You don't get a whole lot of those. Oh yeah. No, that's good.
And it tells the story of a ragtag group of scavengers who are hired to find a more recent relic of the forest moon of Endor. Unaware of how dangerous their employer is and the true magnitude of their package, the crew play a dangerous game, making a deal that can make them rich or cost them everything.
Interesting. Okay. I like that. It seems like almost Skeleton Crew or Rebels kind of vibe there, going after an artifact from Endor or something.
Yeah, cool. Right. Yeah. And it makes a cameo appearance by certain characters from the sequel era. I'm not going to say who. I recommend watching it. They did a very good job of acting like the characters in the movie and voicing them as well. Like,
I was about to say, if you're cameoing a person that's in the sequel trilogy, like, would you like? How are you? It's just a different actor playing them.
Well, I mean, yeah, but I mean,
obviously,
you can't.
They just, okay, got it.
I'm not gonna go any further because I don't want to spoil it for anybody.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
But I kind of put this in my number 3 because it was actually well produced for a fan film, and yeah, sure, you get a lot of fan films set in forests and things like that, but they made sure to tell you this is Endor and not some other planet and things like that. And it calls back with even having Ewoks in the short film. And they're kind of funny. It's got a lot of funny parts into it. You kind of feel bad for a couple of the characters though. So
I will. I'm sure I will. Would you say the runtime on this one was like
32 minutes?
Nice. Cool.
So this one, you might want to sit down a little bit if you got some time. If you can't find something on TV, throw this on.
Yeah. That is often.
Let's see. Number 2. It's called Tales, a Clone Wars fan film trailer. Anyway,
Tuck Tales?
Yep, TUKKTALES.
Tuck Tales.
Right now, it's just.
Wait, that guy from Rebels?
No, it's not a Rebels thing. It's what it is. It's a.
Film.
Yep, it's a Clone Wars. Yeah, it's a Clone Wars fan film. Right now, it's a trailer. They're working on at least a 12-minute short film. But when you watch this, it looks like you're actually watching Clone Wars.
Yeah, I was about to say that animation looks exactly like Clone Wars.
And
wasn't there a who is Tuck? Start with there.
Tuck is actually a fan created character. This is actually a made up character.
Okay. Wasn't there in Rebels? Wasn't there a royal family or something who had a clone in that like tan, like a advisor or a?
I know in Bad Batch there's a Hauser.
Yeah, that's probably what I'm thinking of.
Who everyone calls the sexy clone because of his hair, the spikes up and things like that.
But I know he has like turquoise on his armor, and he's like an advisor or a security for a high-ranking family somewhere. But I don't remember what.
Right, he's on Ryloth in the Bad Batch. It's like the first season, and he from
that's what I'm thinking
at the end.
Yeah,
they kind of got the same colors. But this one is made by High Ground Animations, and it's a solo person. So this person's doing it themselves in between doing client projects, and they're based out of Germany.
That's crazy. One person doing all this themselves.
One person, and they use Blender to make it too. So now you can make if you got Blender, you can learn how to make more stuff, and they even have a free download of them already that you could download of their blaster shots. Like they have it where it's got that and automatic detection too. So you already gotten some help getting started.
So this is embarrassing, but I don't know what Blender is.
I'm sorry. Blender is basically an animation tool for like 3D animation. So people could use it to make stuff like this, like Tuck Tales, or they can make a whole city if they wanted to, or make it like a cyberpunk city if they wanted to. Any kind of city, any kind of person too. Like it's basically like if you want to learn to be a Disney animator, any kind of 3D animator, Blender's the way to do it, and it's free.
Wow! All right, I learned something today.
High-end PC.
Oh yeah, okay. Because I'm sure you need like the specs for crazy video editing. Yeah,
and a lot of the rendering and time. Render time is definitely the issue. But let's see. So Tuck Tales is a story. Is in a war filled with larger-than-life heroes, a rather unremarkable group of clones led by Captain Tuck proves that everyone has potential to write their own legends. As the troopers find themselves trapped behind enemy lines, they must fight their way out of danger, forge unexpected alliances, and discover the strength of compassion in a race against time.
That's such a well-rounded show description,
right? So you kind of don't see a whole lot of that in the trailer because this is for the actual film when it comes out, and they said to be patient because they're not sure when they'd be able to get around to finishing it because, like I said, this is a solo project person, and on their YouTube page, you could actually see kind of like their renders of the character and how they run and stuff and things like that. It looks like you're watching them do an actual Clone Wars episode.
Wow,
it's really cool.
I mean, yeah, that's awesome. So you said this is a trailer, and then they're working on the main show.
Yeah, they're working on their actual fan film still, and this teaser trailer came out 2 years ago.
Wow. Okay. So he's still going, still chugging along. All right,
chugging along. Oh yeah. but it'll be worth it in my opinion.
Cool.
You know what? Before I get to my number one, I'm gonna actually go ahead and do the honorable mentions, just because number
Yes.
one, I think my number one, I think Ian, you'll probably want to watch as well, regardless, because it's really good.
Hopefully, I have just heard of it, and I was like, "Oh yeah, I need to see that." Hopefully, I've just heard of it. So,
yeah, probably.
but yeah,
Okay, so I'm gonna go The Last Padawan and its sequel. It's made by a let's just do The Last Padawan too, because that one's a little bit more popular. But both of them,
a
if you want
short
to
Star Wars story.
Yep, it should have like a Star Destroyer overhead and a person in the woods looking up at it.
Yeah,
Kind of silhouetted.
Is it this one?
Yes, that'll be the first one. That's good right there. That'll work perfectly.
Yeah. I'm just putting photos up for the online audience. Yeah. That's all. Nothing crazy.
That's all right. Because you kind of want to watch them back to back anyway. But the first one came out 2016, and the sequel came out in 2021. So there's a big gap in between them. But it's made by a Danish production company called Rebel Pictures, and it was written, directed, and produced by Jesper Tones. It's got a T. It's T, an O with the line through it, N and ES. Not very good. I'm not good with. And it was produced on a non-profit basis, utilizing a volunteer cast and crew, shot within 12 days period. This is the first one with the budget of $30,000.
Wow.
So no, the second one that was made with a bigger budget.
Is this live action?
Yep. So this will be a live action.
Okay.
And they do all speak English, so you don't have to worry about subtitles or anything like that. Nice. But the last Padawan is follows the aftermath of Order 66. A young Jedi Padawan flees to the outer reaches of the galaxy, hunted by Imperial forces and haunted by the loss of his master. He follows a final clue that may lead him to a hidden cache of kyber crystals, the last spark of the Jedi legacy. But when the Empire closes in, the Padawan is forced into a fight he cannot avoid. On a remote world, he must choose between running from his past or rising to meet his destiny. And the sequel is
interesting. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Sorry. And the sequel story is to escape the planet of Dantooine. A lonely Jedi Padawan is forced to seek the help of an unreliable resistance fighter, Isaac Tulas. With Imperial stormtroopers everywhere, nowhere is safe for the Padawan, especially not with a demonic Imperial Inquisitor still smelling blood after his last encounter.
Okay, that's I remember there being criticisms about there's too much content that is right after Order 66. So this is yet another thing that takes place right after Order 66, but it's definitely interesting. A cache of kyber crystals. Yeah, that's there's some potential there. Yet another Jedi that survived Order 66.
Right. I mean, I'm not going to complain. It doesn't really bother me too much because there are thousands and thousands of Jedi. Some of them have to survive past, Order 66.
Yeah, I mean, when you think about it, like you're basically trying to coordinate a campaign to close all of those loose ends across the entire galaxy, like thousands, right? And you have like you don't have the manpower to make that happen, not with how much actual like skill and firepower it would take to overpower these like legendary force warriors. Like there are bound to have some that escape.
Yeah. I will say my only criticism with these two short films is, and it's me just being the nitpicky person that I am. When you see like crates, like for hauling cargo and things, they use like actual wooden crates. They don't use like plastic or metal crates like you would see in Star Wars, things like that. It's just like your average like plywood crate box with an Imperial logo just painted onto it.
Doesn't really fit.
Right. Zippers on some of the Rebel jackets and things like that, or their vests, because technically George is like no zippers in space, so we got to find some other way to fashion things.
Yep.
But that's just a little too nitpicky to me, I believe, in my opinion. But
hey,
I went
501st Legion agrees with you, so. Or Mando mercs also, like when you're creating your own Mando things, like there are certain rules you have to follow, and that no zippers is one of them.
And I get it; it's a short
Velcro is allowed.
And then the last nitpick I had is both Inquisitors, especially the first one, look like they're like 1800s generals in an army. They got those side button fasteners on their jackets.
Okay.
And like shoulder kind of things with the cape. It's
okay.
Like this is a little interesting, but I'm gonna overlook this just for the story's reason. Like, okay, get over it, follow the story.
Yeah. just have to suspend your disbelief a little bit and
right.
Look past some things. I get it.
Yeah. But I mean, otherwise, I mean, they're good, and they're both. Let's see, the first one is 20 minutes, and the sequel is about 50. So you got a movie right there.
Wow. Yeah, that's an afternoon.
Next one, for honorable mentions is a very old kind of like mockumentary style show, YouTube series. It was supposed to go to 7 chapters, but they only made it to 3, kind of halted production. Now they're kind of back into it after all these years, and it's titled Imps the Relentless.
Imps the Relentless? Okay.
Yeah. IMPS. Yep.
All right. I've got a little thing here. Oh, nope. Don't look at that. That's a tiny little.
So, production, while you're finding the picture, I'll say this is from Black Sheep Productions. And it kind of started back in 1999. And it kind of had some of a release in 2005. I remember this being popular. I remember watching this growing up, and just going through YouTube and things like that. And this series is about like different divisions on the Star Destroyer, the Relentless. So you got your Imperial, regular stormtroopers on an urban planet. You got your snow troopers and your AT-AT walkers on a snow planet, and then you got I think scout trooper right now on a forest planet, if I'm not mistaken. It's been a while since I've seen the other two, but excuse me. You could definitely tell this was made a long time ago because it's like Nintendo PS1 graphics a little bit for the ships.
Right.
I'll just put it that way, but they tried really hard, especially to blend green screen animation, green screen stuff with actors in it. So they did a really good job for the time that they had. There it is. Okay. So this is a sci-fi mockumentary that follows the different divisions. This is written by Caleb Skinner, and I kid you not, It is each episode is narrated, and it's narrated. They said at the beginning, and it's narrated by none other than Optimus Prime himself, Peter Cullen.
They got him.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
so because I was like, why is Optimus Prime doing this? And I got to look at this because it is Optimus
Hey,
Prime.
Why not? Like, because he can. Like, must be a Star Wars fan or something.
I guess so. And I guess, at the 90s, anyone's like, well, Star Wars isn't a whole lot. I'm not doing much either because this was before Transformer live action
That's
movies
true.
with Shia LaBeouf. So, he's got another
I did see an interview with him when they were doing voice actor auditions for Optimus Prime, and he was talking about how he was like landing on the voice to use because yeah, obviously you want a low voice, and almost anyone with a low voice can go the route like super action and gravelly and like this is a but what he wanted to do was bring some warmth to it. And when he because it's like Optimus Prime is a good character that cares about humans, that cares about Shia LaBeouf, and like to still have that like really low intimidating intensity, but still also bring like an element of warmth to it. He like demonstrated the difference into the microphone when he was talking, and it was like mind-blowing stuff. It was really the skills on that guy.
Yeah, what's interesting though is like sidebar, continuing on the Transformer part is like it's kind of interesting that he had to kind of audition again because he was already Optimus Prime back in the 80 cartoons.
Oh, well, maybe he was talking about that. Maybe he was talking about that audition. Maybe he was talking
because it is a little bit different tones when you see the 1980s cartoon versus the live action movie. He does have a warmer tone in the live action.
So maybe I guess he had a little bit of an advantage having done episodes and episodes of that character early on.
He's like, if anyone's going to be Optimus Prime, it's going to be me.
Yeah,
I'm going to bring it down, but he's got to be real calm,
friendly. Yeah,
we don't want to spook Sam Witwicky here.
Nope, he's pretty spookable. So
yeah. Last honorable mention before we get to my number one. This is known as Troops. It is a parody of Cops. And this is what started, basically, a lot of people say started the fan film making for Star Wars because this came out all the way in 1997.
I can't find. Okay. I can't find a good image for it, but yeah, it looks like people just it looks pretty silly.
It's hilarious. So much. I remember them people saying like, yeah, the guy even mentioned that George Lucas watched it and liked it himself. I was like, like I get it because
you can't get any more approval than that,
right? It was written and directed by a man named Kevin Rubio, who was working for Fox Kids Network at the time, so he was able to work on it and get people to voice the stormtroopers. So it's not the same people in the costume voicing it, kind of like they do in the movies sometimes.
Right.
So they got the voices of Jesse Harnell, who's best known as Wacko in the Animaniacs, Cam Clark, and the announcer who does the people in this all suspects are innocent, proven guilty stuff, but they changed it to where everyone's all suspects are guilty. That's why they're guilty in this. Otherwise, they wouldn't be on the show. Blah blah blah. They got legendary voice actor Goofy himself, Bill Farmer.
Wow.
So unfortunately, he doesn't do a Goofy voice for it, but it's so. I was like, Bill Farmer.
But
so this, yeah. So it even has the Cops theme song at the beginning, and the way it's shot like Cops. It's the story is about Imperial stormtroopers from the infamous Black Sheep Squadron patrolling the Dune Sea on the planet Tatooine run into some very familiar characters while being filmed for the hit Imperial TV show Troops. And the familiar characters is none other than, you know what? I'm not going to spoil it.
No, don't do it.
I recommend watching it because it is hilarious.
That is probably. I believe you that the other ones are better than this, but this is probably the one I would go to first, just because I want to see what this is like. This is probably funny.
Right. And it was shot on location on the El Mirage Dry Lake as well, so all the way out there in California. And the reason why it kind of took it, it was kind of popular when it came out is because it kind of took advantage of the up and coming internet at the time. So it's like, I'm going to distribute this everywhere. And I think that I even saw that it said it was shown at Celebration 2, I think 3, at one of the early celebrations.
That's awesome. That too is a kind of a big flex.
All right. But yeah, if you're a fan of Imperial Stormtroopers, you're a fan of the show Cops, you got both in this one. Oh, also comedy. If you're a fan of comedy, I recommend this too.
I am a fan of comedy, especially in 2026. Anything that can give me that. All right, what is your number one fan film?
All right, my number one fan film, and I'm gonna extend it out. It's called Bucketheads, a Star Wars story.
Bucketheads. Okay.
It's shot in Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada, with over 76 people directly involved in production.
Wow.
And it's made by Twin Sun Films Foundation. It was directed by Andy Brown and Marco Basso. Made with the efforts through Patreon. And not only do they have a short film, but they already have 3 follow-up series. It's kind of like a movie. You got your movie, then you got a TV series. They got 3 episodes as well. So what you want to do is you will want to watch the short film first because that came out first, and that was in 2007. Kind of like
Clone Wars. You want to watch the movie first,
right? And that one just follows, the Empire's POV during the Battle of Endor, just basically, how they got through that. And then next you go to the series, which follows Captain Torrin Sherita and his team undertake dangerous missions to destroy the dominant Rebel Alliance and preserve the Galactic Empire at all costs. So
this is during the Galactic Civil War. This is before
during the Galactic Civil War. This is after Endor, before Jakku. So they still consider.
Oh, okay. So it's after Endor. All right.
So they still consider the New Republic rebels and things like that.
Got it.
And this is made very well. It's like watching a Star Wars film, in my opinion, or a Star Wars series.
Oh, okay.
It's really good. Very well directed. All the costumes, top notch. You even got a stormtrooper that's got a droid on their shoulder that can can detect things for them.
Wow. How come everyone who's making fan films does them about stormtroopers?
That's a very good question. I've always wondered that. I mean,
there's the Jedi, the last Padawan one, but almost all of the other ones you've mentioned have been about stormtroopers.
Well, Echoes of the Darkness was about a ragtag group of people.
There you go.
Had a Miri Allen and a Twi'lek in it too. So
nice. That's not an easy thing to just put on camera. Yeah.
No. But I don't know. It seems like, I guess those are the ones that have more of a compelling story in some way. The ones that I found more appealing to watch. I guess what really grabbed my attention on some of these were the thumbnails. They get me first. That's kind of how you get people.
Hey, you're that graphic designer. You're their target audience when they're making these. So.
Although it is a little touch and go because you do have some very good graphic thumbnails, but then you watch the short film and you're like, this isn't very.
It doesn't do the thumbnail justice.
It doesn't do the thumbnail justice. Like I appreciate their effort. I see where they're going with the story. It's good, but production-wise, it's just not for me. Some people it may be, and I'm not gonna, as my wife would say, yuck somebody's yum. Because exactly. You don't want to. So I'm not gonna say all these are bad, but they're just not my cup of tea.
Yeah, no, that's fair. Okay, one last time, can you just go down your top 5 again?
All right, my top 5 is number 5 was Jakku, The First Wave.
Jakku, The First Wave.
Number 4, TIE Fighter short film, which is an anime film.
Yep.
Number 3 is Echoes of Darkness.
Yep.
Number 2.
And that was the one with the ragtag group of. Cool.
Yep. That was the ragtag group of people.
Love it.
Number 3 is Tuck Tales, a Clone Wars fan film teaser trailer at this point. That's the Clone Wars animated style short. And my number 1, Bucketheads.
Bucketheads. All right. There you have it. If you get a minute, check those out. If it feels like all the Star Wars is just like, I saw that too recently, check out some new fan made stuff. You have Marty's recommendations there. And
any favorites too, let us know. I'd like to know his favorite. Let me watch.
Yeah, if you're watching or listening to this, I have seen none of these, so I am looking forward to checking out Marty's list. And if you have any recommendations for us that either we missed or we just haven't seen yet, let us know. Other than that, we hope you enjoy our podcast. We hope you enjoy what we're doing here. We're trying to bring like positive spin to the Star Wars side of the internet because we know it's not always like that. If you did enjoy what you hear, give us a follow. We are at SW Culture Live pretty much everywhere. On Facebook, we can be found at Culture Slate or Episode 9 News. Also, you can follow us personally. I am at Nerdiest Stepdad, and Marty is at Core World Network. He's doing some gaming and some profiles of characters and ships and all kinds of Star Wars stuff. So follow us. We're always happy to message you about random Star Wars or other nerdy stuff. And thanks for riding with the time change. Life is getting crazy in this household. So we will see you next week, 7:30 p.m. on Wednesday, 7:30 p.m. Eastern. So that's our next show. And until then, have a good evening and may the Force be with you. Oh no, there's no outro video. Hold on. I gotta set the outro video. Okay, let's do that again. Have a good night and may the Force be with you.